Great day, attractive thinker. Dr. Toni Hatton here, your break the cycle specialist, identity coach, get to the root coach. I want you to understand something. We are delighted to be back here with you, but you're in for a real treat today because so many times when we're living life beyond the break or we're experiencing a break or frustration, we might say something like, it is what it is. But we're here to tell you that that is not the case. Oh, you're in for a treat. Have your attractive thinker notebooks handy and your pen to capture these gems so you can apply them to what it is that you're dealing with right now. Welcome my co-host Tichet Bradshaw to another episode of Beyond the Break. Give yourself a fighting chance.
Happy Mindset Monday, everybody. We made it through another week full of power, full of grace. We done gained some experience and some wisdom. You know, we are able to now do what we never did, go where we've never gone, and have all that we've ever desired to have before. And as I always say, it's such a wonderful, great day to be alive.
Yes, it is, attractive thinker. A great day to be alive. Say that. Say that out loud. Let yourself hear you say that. It is a great day to be alive. Declare it. Put it out there. Make it happen in your life. It is a great day to be alive. Again, I want you to understand what you're in for today, what you're about to receive, because we're all about giving you the clarity that you need and the tools to actually have the practical application and the steps necessary to accomplish what it is that you're working on, to get through the break so that you can still achieve your goal and not allow the break to stop you, or you lose tracking, you lose your footing, you're missing out on some progress that you could be making because you're stuck in a break, or because you gave up in a break, or because you said, you know, it is what it is, whatever, because I've experienced that in my breaks. I want you to remember to visit our website, theattractivethinker.guru and visualencouragement.com, and get your resources there. We have a lot of beautiful tools there, incredible life-altering tools for you to use on your journey to accomplishing your dream, on your journey to when you encounter a defining moment, or you're living life beyond a break, or you're in a break, be it a heartbreak or a break in a success. We still have to make adjustments. We have to fine-tune our lives when we're experiencing these things. I want you to click that like button. Don't forget to click the like button. Click the share button, because if you're enjoying this message, so many other people will enjoy it as well. And always subscribe. Click that subscribe button to our YouTube channel so that you're never missing another video or our live video that we upload when it's time for Beyond the Break to come to you. So I want you to always have that, you know, in mind when you're listening to our episodes. Click the like button, say, wow, you know what, this messages really resonate with me. So many times I've heard messages that resonate with me, and you have to click the share button. You're like, you know what, somebody else needs to hear this. People need to hear this message, and you want to subscribe because you don't want to miss another episode. Because if this one is fire and power, the next one is going to be fire and power. If this one is setting you free and you're getting clarity and it's speaking to your spirit. See, as attractive thinkers and visual encouragers, that's how we roll. It has to speak to our spirit, and you know right off the bat, like, wow, I need to be listening to this. I need to connect to this community because it's feeding my spirit. See, when you experience a break, be it a break in a disappointment, a frustration, a heartbreak, or even a break in a success, and some type of distraction comes along, or some type of frustration or disappointment, or something that really knocks you off your feet, something unexpected, you might find yourself, even as attractive thinkers, because I did it when I was experiencing my defining moment, you just throw your hands up. Sometimes things are coming at you so fast, and so many people need your attention, so many demands on you. Say, you know, whatever, it is what it is. But we're here to say, not it is not what it is not that it is what it is. That is not the case for attractive thinkers. It is the case for some, but not us, because we live life differently. When you find yourself, it's not to say that that won't come up out of your spirit. When you find yourself saying that it is what it is, catch it. You have to catch it immediately and then flip it and apply a positive thought, a positive saying, a positive affirmation, or a positive scripture to that, to denounce that, to discount that, to disrupt and destroy that, so that that thought and mentality and belief is not what's being experienced in your life. It's not running rampant in your life. It's not controlling your day. Think about that. If I wake up to shit, and while I'm, doing my routine, loving on myself, talking to God, centering my day, getting in alignment with my goals, and all of a sudden I experience something that really makes my energy low, really, it stops my stride. You've experienced that before, attractive thinker. You're joyful and your day is going so fantastic and amazing. All of a sudden, your phone beeps, or you get an email, or your phone rings, or somebody's knocking on your door, or you remember that you forgot something, and all of a sudden your energy plummets. It drops, and you might, say to yourself, or you on your way to the bathroom, you might say, whatever, it is what it is. No, 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 not for attractive thinkers. We do not want to invite that kind of energy into our day. It is what it is. Do you know what experiences you can give access to in your day when you accept the frequency of it is what it is? Do you know what you're opening the door to when you say and come into agreement with it is what it is? Talk to us, Tichet. Help our audience to understand how to shift that energy.
You're right, it is an energy. And we use it like a punctuation mark. It's like the period at the end of something being done. It is the all in all. It's a way that people find a way to take comfort in the break. And the break is not meant for you to be comfortable. The break is meant for you to shift and change. Some breaks is even meant for you to elevate, to expose, to do something different. So when we say it is what it is, you have to remember the energy that you put out is the energy that you bring back in. So when you say it is what it is, and that energy of I'll accept being mistreated, I'll accept my business failing, I'll accept this heartbreak. When you put that energy out as acceptance, then you bring in more of the same, more heartbreak, more rock pulling, more breaks in the success. Now, don't get me wrong. When the break happens, sometimes it exposes what's in you to go out, as we have said many times. And it's so necessary for some breaks to happen, because we were comfortable living mundane and routine lives. And it wasn't until the break happened that we said, you know what, life got to be more than this. Like there's something else other than this. I can't take this. Something else is calling me. You feel when something else is calling you. So when a break happens and it exposes who you are, you don't look at the break and say, oh, I'll just accept it. It is what it is. You're saying, I'm not even going to try to push past this. You give yourself an excuse to stay in the break. But there's life way beyond the break. There's so much more for you to live, experience, have, be, do, and build beyond the break. The break is not meant to be a home. It's not meant for you to live in misery, to live in the belief that you deserve this break, that you deserve a heartbreak, that you deserve the break in the success. Now, let me tell you something, though. Everybody has their day. They do. Everybody has a time where they go through something that's not favorable, and they might, like you said, get an email and a call and things like that, and all of a sudden it just pull the rug from up under you. Everybody has that day. Mm-hmm. But it's the people who know what to do with that day that makes a difference. So like you say, you catch it, you flip it, and then you deposit, positive results from it, positive affirmations, positive vision to it. You allow yourself to believe that this is just contrast. It's not permanent. When we say this is just contrast, if you think of a picture, even if you're looking at this camera right now, you see some light, you see some dark, you see, different colors and things, some things that stand out depending on what you're focusing on. I said, I believe it was last week, that when something happens, you have to remember there's two things that's going on at the same time. It's what you focus on that matters. So if you're having a negative experience, there's a positive experience right there with you. There's a positive experience waiting for you to focus on that, even though the negative experience is happening. So while you're focusing on trying to get comfortable in a negative experience, the positive experience is sitting there like, did she not see us? Are we not right here? What's going on? So it's what you focus on that makes a difference. Now, you can use the dark as contrast, or you can paint the whole picture as dark. And I feel like it is what it is, paints the whole picture as dark. There's no difference between the light and the dark, the positive and the negative, because you're trying to paint the picture that only negative exists, only dark exists. And you know, attractive thinkers, visual encouragers, you guys know that there's more to life than just hurt and pain. We teach it all the time. We're not going through something for nothing. We're going to get everything we can out of this life, out of this experience. We're going to learn all we can in the middle of this. And if I got to go through a break, I'm going to make it count. So the first thing to take away making it count is going, it is what it is. And then you have to, and then after you say that, you breathe the rest of your energy out. You didn't drain your own spirit with the it is what it is. Because your subconscious can't even accept it like that. And you're trying to force it to by making it comfortable. So to me, I look at it is what it is like you moving a couch into the break, as opposed to keep walking, following the lights, and allowing yourself to know that there's life beyond this breaking point. The breaking point, the processes of the breaking point, all of that exposes who you are. Like we always say, with the when it comes down to the butterfly, the stripes that's on the butterfly came from the processes it had in the cocoon, in the hearts, in the heart place. It came in the solitude. It came in the place where it felt like it was most open to prey. So it allows you to build in those processes. So we don't take the break for granted, right? Because again, everything has a reason and a purpose. Nothing is coincidental. In the middle of the break, we build, we train, we allow ourselves to build up our energy, build up our spirit. We allow ourselves to understand it's not for nothing. What is in this? What lesson or what blessing can we get out of the break that I need to take with me to help teach when I'm beyond the break? Because we're not going through this just for us. There's people behind you, generation after generation, that needs you to break free from the break. You can't get comfortable in the break. But it is what it is a comfortable term so that that helps block you from getting out of your comfort zone. And that's not what we're here for. We're here to make it beyond the break and show others that there's life beyond the break, that, yeah, the break happens. But that's not, the break happens, but it does not have to be completely acceptable to live in it. It's just, you pass through it. That's how we feel with problems. That's how we feel when things are hard. You pass through it. You don't allow it to stop. You don't allow it to be a wall. It's a hurdle. Jump over it, go under it, go around it, do something but sit in it. You know, you can't get comfortable in being used in a way that is not favorable, allowing people to walk all over you or talk to you in your kind of way, being abused, taken for granted. Those losing stuff, losing your house, your home, your children, you can't allow that to consume you. Even though it do, there's something in all attractive thinkers that says, I can make it past this. Even if you got one tear left, one nerve left, you say, I can make it past it. We could not lose our mind if we wanted to. We're too powerful for that. And then some of us want to give up on our dream in the middle of the break, and we don't know. We're giving up on so much power. We're giving up on a whole movement that's waiting for us. And that movement will bless us several times over than the pain we feel right now. You will reap double for your trouble if you make it beyond this break. And you can make it beyond this break if you allow yourself to feel the break, process the break, and then push through the break. Back to you, Dr. Toni.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. Tichet, while I was talking, something came up for me for the attractive thinker. So I want you to pull out your attractive thinker notebook and have your pen handy. 7 steps to staying aligned. 7 steps to staying aligned. Now, when we talk about it is what it is, when you find yourself saying that, when it comes up out of your spirit, or even you're thinking it, or you feel it, you haven't given words to it, but you feel it, you can tell when you've come into agreement with that phrase, it is what it is, because it like takes the wind right out of you. Your body shrinks instead of you walking tall. Your shoulders are rounded instead of squared. Your head hangs a little bit instead of up. That smile, that beautiful smile that brightens your face like the sunshine. Now your eyes are dim. You know, where you had pep in your step and you were moving fast and you were bouncing throughout the day, your stride starts to slow down. You can tell when your energy is dropping or when you're believing, you're coming into agreement. Think about this for a minute. You're vibing high and you're positive and you're excited about life. Like Tichet said, it's a great day to be alive. And then all of a sudden you encounter something that causes your energy to plummet down to, well, it is what it is. And you can feel that plummet. You can feel that drop. Now, in order to raise your energy level back up to where you were in your high vibrational state, whereas you were excited and joyful and peaceful and had a positive outlook on life, and you're pursuing your goals, and you know they're going to happen because your belief is at its peak, it's at its highest. The way to shift back and stay into alignment, number one, check your energy. It's not okay. As attractive thinkers, we live, this is how we live. It's not okay to not feel good. That is not how we're going to accomplish what we need to accomplish in life. If you're not feeling good, you got to work on that first. You got to raise your vibration back up to feeling good. I always say, if it's not good, it's not God. And if it's not good, then we're supposed to raise it back up to the state of being good, because that's where God is, all that is good. Every time he created something, at the end of every day that he created something, he said, it is good and it is so. So that's where we want to continue to vibrate at, that good state. So check your energy. If you're not feeling good, you know you've got to take these action steps. So you pause. You pause, you own it. Don't bulldoze your way through it. So many times, Tichet, I wasn't at my best and I just bulldozed my way right on through it, not understanding that the action that I'm taking is in the energy of it is what it is. So the action that you're taking is not even productive because it's in the wrong energy. Think about that. And we think we're making progress because we're physically taking action. But if we believe as attractive thinkers, we understand already that everything is energy. And energy is what gets 99% of the work accomplished. Our little physical efforts is just 1%. That's our participation in the manifestation. That's just the 1%. So if we're taking massive action and wearing ourselves out in the wrong energy, in the energy of, well, it is what it is. Let me just do this and get this over with. It is what it is. Well, if it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Let me just get through the day. Well, it is what it is. Let me just, try to make this happen. Let me just do what I said I was going to do anyway. But you're doing it in the wrong energy. And if energy is the causal realm, then we're not making the progress that we could be making until we shift that energy. So check your energy, pause, don't confront it, accept it, that this is where my energy has plummeted to, and then breathe. Take a deep breath, because in this whole process of pausing and breathing, you're remembering who you are. In the whole process of pausing and breathing, you're resisting that negative energy, and you're refusing to come into agreement with it, so that you can just track and sludge that negative energy all throughout your day. So you pause and you breathe, and now you're going to realign. You're going to fine tune. You're going to realign. You're going to think of thought that's going to raise your vibration and take it through the roof. It may be listening to the Attractive Thinker theme song. It may be going back and reviewing your goals again. It may be going back and taking the time to look at your vision again. It may be a thought or an affirmation, something that you saved on your phone where it can trigger you back. It may be your favorite song, whatever it might be, that will trigger you back into your high vibrational state. Something like, I already am all that I will ever need to be. It's already all inside of me. Something like I'm in control of my day. My day does not control me. You know, when you think about things like that, and I mean, think about them. See, as attractive thinkers, we don't just say them. We think about what we say. We put our attention on what we say so that we can come into alignment with it and we can feel the words, not just hear the words, but we can feel the words. And that's what lifts our vibration and our energy. So you want to realign and then feel that shift. Just sit in it, feel it. You can tell when your energy drops, and you can tell when your energy is rising. So feel that. Feel what that feels like. Put that smile back on your face and say, "Yeah, I got this. I got this. I'm back. I'm back in my skin." Tichet always talks to me about that. We're gonna stay in our skin today. We're gonna stay aligned. We're gonna stay in our power today. So you feel the shift, and then when you feel the shift and you feel your energy rise, because it's like real subtle sometimes, but you know it and you feel it, you start giving thanks. Say thank you. Thank you. You didn't let me go any further in the wrong direction. Thank you. Start giving thanks. Thank God that you have the power. You've discovered a power that you have that you may not have known that you had, that you can shift and you can feel and you can vibrate and you can step into whatever frequency you want in your day. You know, thank God. Just start giving thanks for that and the opportunity to feel that, to jump back into your vibration. And then what do you do after that? You keep going. Now you start again. You keep on going. So you check your energy. These are tools, attractive thinker. Use these tools. So you check your energy, you pause, you breathe, you realign, you feel that shift. Feel the difference from when your energy drops to when it rises again. Give thanks for it and keep on going. Back to you, Tichet.
Wow, that is awesome. 7 steps to staying alive. And we don't mean just staying alive physically. We mean staying alive mentally and spiritually, knowing that every area of your life matters. Every single area, like you said, we are intentional. We're not taking any moment, any time for granted. So if you're in the middle of a break, these 7 steps could reignite some things in you. It could show you where to go next, what to do next. It can help you establish something that hasn't been established before. Like we said before, a lot of the things that we enjoy as an everyday, everyday joy, a lot of it was developed in the break, in other people's break. Things that people did a problem solving. People went and built something that was a problem to them. So it wasn't even about them just trying to make something great. They just wanted to solve a problem because they discovered a break. But now we get to enjoy it every day. It's a privilege to enjoy some things every day. But we want to say there's a difference between being busy and being productive. When you're busy, you're going. You're not intentional. You're not caring about your energy or anybody else for that matter. You're just worried about doing stuff. You're not even trying to be a human being in the doing. You're just doing, but your battery will run out at some point. You have to, and when you're being productive, you are producing things. You are causing a shift in the earth. You are causing something that can't be undone. You are producing fruit that might have a seed to more fruit. When you're producing, you feel great. It comes with the fulfillment. But when you're just busy being busy, where's the fulfillment at the end of it? We're not saying don't do nothing. We're saying if you got to do something productive. If you're going to be busy being productive. But in all of it, we want to make sure that every area of our lives is taken care of. You make sure your energy, like you said, you want to make sure you check your energy. Your energy will tell you whether or not you need to take the time for yourself. You know how to check engine light come on in a car. It lets you know, hey, something's a little bit off here. And if I keep going in this, there could be a moment where I could break down. So you want to make sure you check your energy. You want to check what keeps you going. You want to check where you're supposed to be thriving. And I love these 7 steps. You know, pausing and breathing. A lot of us have a hard time with pausing and breathing. A lot of us feel like pausing and breathing is a sign of stopping. It's not. It's pulling in so that you can, you know, realign yourself, check yourself. You can assess yourself and readjust and make sure that, you know, your vision is clear, your pathway is smooth. It's necessary to pause and breathe, because without breath, how will you keep going? How will you keep going? And then when you realign, that lets you know that whatever comes to you, you know it's in alignment with where you're going, so it's necessary. So you're looking for the connection. You're looking for, if I'm aligned and I keep getting realigned, what is this for? You start looking for answers in the middle of the break. You start trying to align yourself with your vision and your goal, with the higher you. And that's what we want to do. We want to make sure we're always aligned with our higher self. It's not about us keeping up with the Joneses. It's not about us outdoing the next person or making us try to, where we don't feel like we're not doing enough because this person did this and that person did that. It's not about competing. It's about understanding your vision, your dream, and doing whatever you can to make sure that you are in alignment to receiving. When you hit that alignment, your vision, your dream, your goal, and who you are will hit you by default when you stay aligned. But, you know, how do you stay aligned? You got to keep assessing yourself to make sure you still feel connected to where you are. And then here's the thing. In the middle of a break, if you find yourself getting lost, if you find yourself feeling like, I don't know what to do, I don't know where to go, this is where breadcrumbs come into play. When you are in power, you leave breadcrumbs for the break. So when a break happens, you can look at your last known place of happiness, your last known place of where you remember you are, and then pick up from there, because we're not going to start from start all the time. We don't have time to keep starting over and starting over and starting over, having a restart of life every 5 years. We want to pick up where we left off, and then we want to make sure we're on the right street. You set the destination, you trust you trust the GPS, the God's positioning system, and you allow it to direct you from where you are. But the whole thing with being in alignment is just making sure, number one, you're going in the right direction. You're taking the right path. It's not something you just have to, let go. Some stuff you might have to let go. This is where alignment will tell you, discernment. You check the energy. And giving thanks. The spirit of gratitude can take you far. The spirit of gratitude really can raise your vibration alone. When you give thanks for stuff and when you count the blessings, it's hard for you to focus on the pain and count the blessings at the same time. So when you have gratitude and you're trying to find something to be grateful for, you're taking your mind off of what you feel like you lack. And what you feel like you lack, when you focus on that, you're lowering your energy. And remember, I said, whatever you put out comes back. And it's a cycle and keep going. So if you want to focus on lack, then guess what you're going to keep bringing in? Lack. If you focus on gratitude and the thanks for everything, guess what you're going to bring in? More things to give thanks for. More things to have gratitude for. So giving thanks has to be a habit that we put in our life, And then after we have done all those things that Dr. Toni just showed you, and then you have the power to take all of that, create a habit of it, and then keep going, there's nothing that can stop you. At this point, it's either roll with me or I'll have to roll over you, but I'm going. You have to keep going, so you don't let any break stop you and be comfortable and try to accept it with it is what it is. You take these 7 steps, apply it. You understand why you're here. The purpose of why you're here is not to be comfortable in a break. You are not purposely here to be miserable. I don't know nobody that was put on this earth to be born to just sit here in a skin and skin and bones, that's it, no spirit, just skin and bones, just to get a job, get an education, and just have a house, a car, a husband, a dog, a cat, and money in the bank, and then that's it. We have purpose in this earth. You know, we supposed to be taking dominion and subduing the earth and helping it grow and being fruitful and multiplying and trying to produce things. We are creators. So we don't have time to feel sorry for ourselves in the middle of a break when we know we are creators and there's a purpose for us all. And so it would take away our privilege, or it would take away how we viewed ourselves or our vision if we don't keep going and at least see why all this had to happen. We got to at least see why if you took all this time on this path and now you're going to give up in the part where it starts. No, you find that like you keep pushing, because remember, you got on this path for a reason. You started this journey for a reason. And sometimes that reason can get really small when you're in the midst of the darkness. That reason can start to diminish. But listen to this. This is why we have beyond the break, because when that reason start to get smaller and smaller and you can't see, you have people like us that come and tell you, oh no, we don't give up in this, keep going. You're not the only one that's going through this. You know, we constantly tell you, just get all that you can out of this experience. You are more, you know, you can have more than what you have. You are all that you need to be. Everything is yours. We're here to tell you that you can still give birth. We don't want you to die in your process. We don't want you to miscarry in the middle of giving birth. Some of us are in pain because we are in birth. We are in the birthing position. We are in labor, right? So labor to some people is painful. It's not always easy, but we don't give up in the middle of the labor and say, never mind, I don't think I want to have a kid because this hurt too much in the middle of labor. No, you did all this, you carried for 9 months, and then you don't just say, never mind, if the option is still available for you. You keep going. So that was such a good 7 principles, 7 steps to staying alive, seven steps to keep going. I'm like, it could reignite you if you just apply these and make these a habit. Because when you make things a habit, then by default, this is what you'll keep creating. You'll keep creating the ability to give thanks and go. And we want to live a life of intention. And a life of intention means you're not living in reactive. You're not living reacting to everything. You're not living with reactive abuse where you abuse yourself and reactive to what's going on around you. You're not living and trying to get comfortable being taken for granted. You're not just looking at the dark and say, yeah, I'll just take the crumb in the dark because that's all I'm worthy of. That's all that I deserve. You are intentionally creating your life. Okay, so here's the thing too. Many people don't know that they are creators. Many people don't know that they have the ability to create their vision in their life. Well, yes, you do. You say, oh, well, this happened and that happened, but it doesn't have to stop you. Yes, you can take time to breathe if you need to, or, breathe. You can take the time to mend your heart back together. You can take that time, but it does not have to mean the end of life. As long as you have breath and the will, then there's always a way. Back to you, Dr. Toni.
Awesome, Tichet. I like that. 7 steps to staying alive. Originally, I was saying aligned, but this right here, woo-wee, 7 steps to staying alive, alive in your life, to staying awake, to staying fully conscious in your life. Use these steps, attractive thinker, because they will keep you alive. They will keep you aligned. They will keep you awake, and they will keep you moving forward towards your goals and making accomplishments and getting the results that you're looking for in the midst of living life beyond the break. Even living in a break, you just experienced something, so you need tools. And I'm excited because you have tools today. You have resources that you can use so that you don't get stuck. You don't get stuck in the process. Dr. Toni Hatton here, your identity coach and get to the root specialist at theattractivethinker.guru. Visit the website. There's some resources there for you. Place your information in the box and receive a series of videos supporting you in turning your problems into solutions. Tichet, tell our audience how they can get in touch with you, the visual encourager.
Absolutely. You can find me on my website at www.visualencouragement.com. We provide mental support for movers and shakers, trailblazers, pathfinders, and groundbreakers, people who desire to move mountains but need help lifting the heaviness so that they can create a new vision for themselves. Go to my contact us page, put in your information. Let me know how I can uplift you, enlighten you, and encourage you so that you can live a life of fulfillment beyond the break. Again, that's www.visualencouragement.com, and I'll see you soon.
Awesome. Attractive thinkers, again, I want to encourage you to click that like button, click that share button, and subscribe to our channel so you don't miss another episode of Beyond the Break. Give yourself a fighting chance. I want to go over the 7 steps to staying aligned and staying alive, like Tichet said, one more time to make sure that you have it. Check your energy, pause, breathe, realign, feel that shift, give thanks, and keep going. Our life's work, you hear us say it all of the time, it's to make your life better. Remember, it is not what you're going through, but how you're doing it. Think attractively, and we'll see you soon.